Cadillac Escalade truck. Fantastic. Don't get run over by the old Nissan Maxima. All right. Let's try to give her one more pop again and see what happens. You want to? Sure. Whoa. Hey. I figured I'd go ahead and start with my favorite feature just right out of the gate. I don't think it's a massive deal. I mean, we're talking a couple inches here, but as always, if you can add a couple inches, I don't know a man that's not going to take it. But here we go. Take it. Wait a minute. Land Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, Land Rover. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. Actually, that's really not true. The way that I look at it is Range Rovers are more like streety, like they're more on the street, more luxury, more capable. I mean, they can still do it off-road, but with the sporty tires and all that, they're more on-road. And then you get over to the Land Rover and like the Defender, and that's where you're conquering the countryside. But let's shut up about that and let's talk about this. The HST. This competes with the BMW X5. It's going to square up against the Porsche Cayenne, the Volvo XC90, and also the Genesis GV80. I mean, there's a whole bunch of others. The Mercedes M-Class, I guess, would be in here, but there's just a few right there that are right off the rip. Luxury, elegance, opulence, sex appeal. Those are all words that correctly describe a Range Rover. Let's not sugarfoot it and let's not pussyfoot around. This is luxury. This is top end. This is top shelf. You've got all kinds of stuff going on in here. You've got massive speakers everywhere. There's a massive, huge hole in the roof. We've got faux Alcantara on the steering wheel. We've got real Alcantara on the seats. Sweet, genuine leather. Coming up in the screen real quick. See that on the back of the driver's seat? That's to hang your suit coat, sport coat, because you never drive to a business meeting in your suit coat. Always hang your suit coat up. There's another little wardrobe tip for you. Okay. Depreciation. I'm not going to get off on this topic very long, but this is a luxury car, and luxury cars above all other vehicles take a massive depreciation hit within the first about 2-3 years. That's what the first year is the most, but 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, you're going to lose a lot of value right there. So I always recommend to folks, if you're going to own a luxury car or you're going to step into the luxury car pool, buy it used. Let somebody else, let the rich folk, let them take the depreciation. Now, that rolls into the second part. If you're going to buy a used luxury car, especially a Range Rover, you might want to put a warranty on it. Hell, you might want to put a couple warranties on it, because there's a lot of motors going on, a lot of electricity going on in here, electrical components. If you go off-road, in case you decide to go off-road, I know, but you could tear something up there. Parts are expensive. Service. If you know how to work on a car, that's definitely in your benefit here, because I would imagine going to a Range Rover service department, I don't know what it is per hour. I'm going to say $250 an hour. And who knows, they probably have like a 2-hour minimum, because they have to diagnose it. Remember, they have to plug the new cars up to computers and ask the computer what is wrong with it before they even start working on it. So keep all that in mind. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a whole nother tangent. Okay, it's all luxury in there. Anything you want, heated and cooled seats, massaging seats. There's a massive hole in the roof. Sunroof, it tilts, it forwards, it flows, it does this, it's all of that. I mean, whatever you want luxury-wise in there, the Range Rover has it. Hyundai, I didn't notice how bad you had stolen designs from Land Rover, allegedly. Borrowed designs from Land Rover, Range Rover, until I saw the steering wheel. Jesus Christ, that steering wheel is right off of, that's a straight rip. But anyway, okay, engines. There's 5 engine options right here. I missed it when you had so many engine options. A lot of companies now, they're just doing one engine and offering a tune. So you can, like the Toyota Tundra, for instance, that's got a new 3.4 twin turbo V6. It's got the one engine, and then you get different tunes. They can add a hybrid to it or not. Anyway, I'm getting off on something. So the base engine is an inline 6. That puts out about 355 horsepower. That's in the lower trim models. Then you bump up to this one right here. This has a mild is the key word here, hybrid. So there is a little electronic juice flowing through this one, but it's an inline 6 twin turbo, putting out 395 horsepower, I believe, and 406 pound-feet of torque. It's not bad. There's also a hybrid, there's also a hybrid 4-cylinder. If gas mileage is well, actually, that's not true. I was about to say if gas mileage is your thing, then that's your engine, but that's a total lie. If gas mileage is your thing, the diesel. It's got a diesel. Of course it does, because it's British. They only do diesels. I'm just joking. It's all just in good fun. The diesel, that guy's rated at 22 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon on the highway. You will never see those numbers with any other engine option. Possibly with the hybrid 4-cylinder, you might see in the mid-20s, but the other engines, that ain't happening, especially with that supercharged V8 putting out over 500 horsepower. You're lucky if you're going to get 15 miles per gallon, but you can afford it, right? Right. Did you see the console right there? Did you see that? Yep, you can carry your cans of Sprite, whatever beverage you might want or whatever you may need to keep cold. You can put it right in there, and I think it's got 2 settings. I didn't pay attention right there. I think it's got a cold setting and a super cold setting, or maybe it doesn't and it's just on and off. But either way, you can keep all of your beverages nice and chilled right there. Back to performance. Okay, performance, that's a loosely fit word here. This is a big, heavy vehicle. All kinds of air suspension, leather, Alcantara, glass, all that stuff adds up weight. So we're easily at 5,000 pounds here, but we can still rock it to 60 in 6 seconds pretty much. The supercharged V8, it's even faster in the mid-5s. Quarter miles knocked out in about 14 and a half seconds at 98 miles an hour. Top speed is 140. I usually say I would never want to be in a car that fast, but this one right here with the air suspension and hunkering itself down, I think it could handle 140 miles an hour quite easily and with no problem. 8-speed automatic transmission, it doesn't matter which engine you pick, which one, it doesn't matter. You're all getting the 8-speed automatic transmission. No manual option is available. Just joking. It would be kind of weird, wouldn't it, to see a big stick shift in there? All right, before we get into price and everything, Car and Driver. If you've ever listened to the Hobley run his mouth for any amount of time, you know we like Car and Driver on this channel. Car and Driver ranked it a 6 out of 10. They put a whole bunch of cars ahead of it. They even put the Genesis GV80 ahead of it. I don't know about that, but Genesis is a good driving car, so, you know, hey, they've been in production a lot longer than the Hobley. Prices. Okay, it's a Range Rover. You're going to have to pay for it. I believe that the base model, I believe that would probably start in the mid-60s, probably the high 60s. I don't have a window sticker here. Unfortunately, that would have been great. But I would say mid-60s. And then you could go all the way up. There is a dynamic model, and then there's also something called the autobiography. And the way that I have read it, those are the top dogs. Those are the big boys, and those are running 90,000, 91,000. So with options, you could cross the $100,000 threshold. I don't know which engine options, like I'm sure the supercharged V8, I'm sure there's an upcharge for that engine. There might be an upcharge for the diesel. The diesels, I would love to drive one with the diesel, 28 miles per gallon. And that's what the EPA says. So if you're a featherfoot on the interstate, if you do a lot of interstate driving and you're really good at it, I think you could probably crack that into the 30s. That's pretty amazing. Now, that's speculation. Obviously, we're not doing that. But if you could get 30 miles per gallon in a big, huge hog like this, it's not bad. Worse things have happened. That's all I got for this. I'm tired of running my sucker about it. It's beautiful. It's succulent. It's luxurious. I would own it, but I would never own it brand new unless I was rich. So hopefully, I guess we could look at that as dreams, because if we finally buy that brand new, that means we've made it. Anyway, thank you very much, Ford of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, for allowing me to play with your inventory and play with your cars. I can't say thank you enough. As far as for Hobley Nation, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Comment, like, subscribe, and have a Hobley.